Hey geniuses, Jon Prosser from the Genius Bar podcast. Listen, before we start the show, I just want to give a quick mention at the top of this episode to my friend pork tacos. That's just one of the 50 menu items that you get to choose from every single week at HelloFresh.com/Genius16. Get 16 free meals plus 3 free gifts by going to HelloFresh.com/Genius16. Use code Genius16. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring the top of this episode. Speaking of that, let's do that part, the episode part.
Get away from me. Do not come near. I have heard that you have the vid. This is Genius Bar Protocol. I'm sorry, I'm looking on the books. Right
What
here.
the hell?
It says I should not be anywhere near you. Get away from me. Why are you on the screen with me, dude? I'm not playing with this shit.
I'm hurt, Sam. Okay, fine. I will leave.
I'm not playing with this shit. Thank you. Get away from me.
You do whatever you gotta do, man.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm just, I'm in my PPE because, did you just cough a second ago?
Not yet,
What
dude.
is wrong with you?
Sam, I have a question. Did you get that for the show, or do you just have a hazmat suit?
Oh, what? Sorry, my lawyer was talking to me. I'm just doing extra protections in case you're contagious. No, this was purchased just because I know. I think you tweeted and said you had COVID before you told me.
No, that's not true at all.
I made that up to make my narrative sound
Okay,
better.
I was gonna say I definitely texted you first.
Hey everybody, I'm in a hazmat suit in case you are watching the audio.
Watching the audio, in case you listen to
How
the audio.
bad does my voice sound?
It sounds pretty bad. It sounds like you're in a hazmat suit, Sam.
Thanks, man. You know, I mean, I'm just trying to be safe. You know, this is like an actual hazmat suit. Like I ordered.
Oh, it's not
online.
just a cartoon?
It's a new point, but look, it's compatible with the AirPods Maxes.
It's compatible. I thought it was just like a costume from Amazon.
No,
but that's the real deal.
This is an actual hazmat. I mean, like,
How much did you pay for an actual
hazmat?
hazmat suit?
Okay, so I did a lot. Okay, here, let me strip down just so.
It's a real one. What the hell?
You can actually hear me. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my headphones fell off. 1 second.
Oh, what a mess. Genius Bar, episode 51, 52, who cares?
Oh, wow. Dude, it's kind of hard to breathe in these respirators. I will say that.
It's harder to breathe if you're dead, though, so.
You right. Yeah, so this is a real respirator that I got. And then this is, okay, so it wasn't that expensive. The respirator was only like, what, 50, 60? But these are real. Like this would actually, like if I was in an environment, like apparently this is pretty good. And then the suit was only like $12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'd be shocked. Like this is an actual DuPont. Now I was looking at it right for my research, and I wanted to go super hard. I wanted to go super hard, right, dude? For an actual like working functional hazmat suit, which by the way look hilarious. Like it was almost worth the meme. They're about $1,000.
You would, and just return it.
Dude, let me show you how sick these look.
Okay.
All right. I was like, I mean, here, let me just share my screen so everybody can see. If I would have rolled up to Genius Bar with this on, dude. Come on. I mean, look at that. John, this is the one I was gonna get, but they had there's a test one too that's not real, but it was only $300.
What
so I was
the
like, okay,
fuck
that's
would
worth
you
it
need
for
a
the joke.
test hazmat suit for?
To like train, I guess.
Nah, what? Training a real one? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, like, but I couldn't find any that would ship in time. I couldn't find any that would ship in time.
Oh, that's sad.
So I ended up like this. I thought I thought I would make the threat of COVID ever more real. And
I was so confused, dude, because so for context, we're sitting here before the show, we talk a little bit, and then it's Sam's intro, and Sam is like, I'm going to turn my camera off for a little bit, and you just kind of sit there for 60 seconds. So I'm like, okay. And then I told him I'm worried because I never know what he's going to do. I sit here, it's like peace and quiet, and then I hear keep in mind his camera's off, but then I hear that hazmat suit just like crinkling. I had no idea what it was. It sounded like a garbage bag. I had no idea what was about to happen to me, but he's dressed like this.
I'm really proud. Here, I can put the little
I'm proud of you for keeping it a secret, honestly.
Dude, it took everything in me to like play it cool before this. I had texted my mom and my dad like photos of what I look like because I had tried it on yesterday. And this was me yesterday. And dude, I'm
glad you kept it a secret from me.
I've had a bad turn of I have had a sketchy turn of events. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the government shows up at my door because like I've been listening to like more industrial rap albums, which are very like aggressive and like loud and, now you have chaotic. A hazmat suit. And then I have a gas mask and a suit. And I think I was looking something up about guns recently. Not to buy one,
I was gonna say like you're the rap stuff, the hazmat suit. You're like the only other parallel is like pumped up kicks and a trench coat. Like that's the only other parallel to what you're doing right now.
And that's not what I want. You know, so if the FBI, we're good. We're good. I need to,
yeah.
So how are you, buddy? I thought I would just open this up by using you for content as always.
Yeah, of course. Well, if I guess if people haven't heard, I don't know how they wouldn't if they follow on Twitter and watch Front Page Tech. Caught myself the vid, and it sucks.
The COVID. Yeah.
Yes, I did Front Page Tech last night, and I figured, is if I can fake it for 15 minutes. That's then good. All I have to do is work for 15 minutes and then the show can go out. For the podcast, I got to do it for an hour. And so you can tell I'm kind of short on breath. I'm going to try to mute my coughs. But honestly, I'm a lot better than I was. There was a couple of days I told Sam that it was spoopy for a couple of days. He's like, what the fuck?
No,
what does spoopy
And when
mean?
he said that, he said, no, he's not saying spooky. He's saying spoopy. As in
spoopy.
Snoopy, but poop.
Yes.
Spoopy.
Spoopy. It did.
Which
it
is
got
like,
very spoopy.
People refer. Yeah, but like people refer to that. He sent me this. He's like, Saturday was a little spoopy, And I was like, what? I was like, I know it's spoopy. Like, it's like a play on spooky, but I was like, I don't know what that means for you in terms of COVID.
They got spooky.
I was like, are you good?
That's what that meant. It was like, so, we know exactly. So I'm apologizing for, you're going to hear me take weird breaths the whole show, but,
that's okay.
There was
apologize for being.
We know exactly when we got it, and but we figured.
How did it happen?
Yeah, we figured.
You don't leave your house. I was so confused.
Well, we picked Karina's mom up. So we got for Christmas. We got her. So her mom owns a salon, and in the salon she has like a raggedy old mini fridge, and so for Christmas, Karina and we got her a new mini fridge, and. We hadn't been to the salon. She went on a trip, and so we hadn't installed it yet. So we're like, okay. Her mom needed picked up from the salon, and so we're like, okay, we'll just take the mini fridge with us and install it at the salon when we get there. And we get to the salon. We're wearing masks, and especially Karina's mom, she has to. While she cuts people's hair and stuff. She hugs us when we get there, and she like makes this noise, and we're like, "Hey, are you okay?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a little sick, but it's nothing." And we're like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." The day goes normally. We come back home like immediately after. Spent maybe 15, 20 minutes with her total, and felt fine. Everything was fine for a couple of days, and then we were watching a movie. And then at like 2 or 3 in the morning, at the exact same time, our throats started a little itch. And we're like, uh-oh. Now, I didn't say anything out loud because I thought I was like eating, I think I had like pita chips. Those little pita chips that I was dipping them and eating them like a movie snack. And I thought maybe I swallowed wrong or something, and that's why my throat feels this way. So I didn't say anything to Karina. But then she said her throat felt funny. And I was like, oh no, so does mine. But I thought I just fucked up and swallowed something wrong. And
no,
we're like,
buddy.
okay, this happens all the time where we kind of feel like, because there's times where I haven't slept for a while where I start to feel like that. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll just probably wake up and be better. Woke up 1,000 times worse and was like, instantly, it's like, fuck, this is COVID, because her mom had tested positive for COVID. And so we were pretty much we always have the house like stocked up on vitamins because I don't go outside, so we're always taking vitamins to try to supplement the sun. And so we immediately start taking vitamins and stuff. The first day is just kind of mild, and we're like, you know what, this isn't going to be too bad. But then the second day, dog, The fever started.
Really?
Yeah, I had a fever up to 102. I think the worst symptoms were honestly like I had a sore throat, but it was just kind of annoying. The cough is kind of annoying. Shortness of breath is even kind of annoying. The real problem was my fever, like, and all the symptoms that come along with the fever. That's 102, 103. Very disoriented, disconnected, like felt like I was going to pass out, very lightheaded. And we had an O2 sensor, so we kept checking our oxygen and stuff. And fever lasted a couple days, like all day, would not break. And then it broke, I want to say like 3 days ago, just under 3 days ago. And I haven't had one since. So I think I'm in the clear. Like it got real high, spiked, and then I just started sweating profusely. Like so much that we had to change the sheets in the bed. Karina was the same, like sweating profusely. Like it just all came out. And we haven't had a fever in a couple of days, so I think we're in the clear, but there are like lingering symptoms, like I have shortness of breath still, the cough. Oh, also, I know you probably heard about this online, but like brain fog is real. I recorded Front Page Tech last night and accidentally left my glasses on. I mean, people that watch Genius Bar, they know that I wear glasses if you watch the video version. For Front Page Tech, though, because of the glare, I take my glasses off. And I completely forgot to take them off, so I wore them in last night's episode or today's episode. There's been like small things, like I was talking to Sam and I said something stupid about one of our ad reads because I got the ad read wrong. Karina asked me for a drink yesterday or medicine. She wanted medicine, so I go to the kitchen yesterday. And it took like 5 seconds. I walked to the kitchen to get her medicine, and I somehow walked back with a drink for myself. Didn't even get her medicine or anything. So the brain fog is real. And I was like writing the show yesterday, and there's certain decisions that you and I make as like YouTubers, I guess, where we're like, okay, we know this is going to do well. This is we'll get enough views on this. This is the right decision for this, the right direction for this episode or this video. Could not make those decisions yesterday to save my life while I was writing the show. And I was like, oh, it's weird how like instinctual these decisions that we make are and it just like it seems small when we're making the video, preparing a video, but could not click in my head yesterday. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I think those are the only things left. Like I haven't had a fever. I still get like chills and sweat. Like right now I'm sweating for no reason. It's not hot. I don't feel hot, but I'm sweating a lot. And fully vaccinated, by the way. So that's good.
You're boosted too.
Yeah, you can tell. I feel like you could tell like what it wants to do. Like it wants to burrow in your lungs and fuck you up. So I guess, I tweeted yesterday that vaccines are neat, but I guess that was controversial. A bunch of people lost their minds over that tweet.
Wait, really? I didn't see that. I would have hit like.
About the people freaking out about it? Yeah. It's just like, I understand that there was a very high probability that I would have been fine without the vaccine. But in our family alone, 2 people that were not vaccinated died of COVID over the past like year. And so I wasn't taking that chance. If the vaccine even gives me 2% better chance of surviving, that's what I'm going to do. I don't understand how it's a controversial decision. I don't care if you get a vaccine. Fuck it. I don't do whatever you want. But I got one, and that's my choice. And I think it helped. That's just me.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
I think people are like, they assume that you can't get COVID if you're vaccinated. I don't think that's not true. It's just, it's supposed to keep you out of the hospital.
I don't know. I mean, I don't care about talking about this because like I feel very, very strongly.
Yeah, you can't win.
Vaccines are good. Like, it's also just like, we've been taking like we would still have polio. Like, do we want polio if we didn't have like I don't know what these folks are arguing for. But like the first reply to you, by the way, just for context, the person says they paid you to post this.
Yeah, and I was like, who the fuck is they? Who is
I'm
they?
Like, dude,
Biden?
Where's my check? Like I've been casually like dropping this in podcasts for months. Like, where's my check? And by the way, the person's name, King of Anti-Vaxxers.
Yep, sounds right.
Like, I just don't get it. It's like, hey, we have this thing that will like be really good for most people, like the vast majority. And some people are like, I want to be different. I want to go. It's like, This postmodernism world we're living in is just like
the best.
It's effed up now.
The best, not explanation for vaccines, but it was just like it put things into perspective. Like, years ago, when was the last was the Spanish flu the last major plague? Like 100 years ago or something. When you look at past plagues like that, we traveled much slower. Like, so things spread much slower. So because everything spread slower, people had a better chance to build up immunity naturally and stuff like that. But now in 2020, 2021, 2022, we're on fucking jets. We're on planes. We can be in China today and back. And that is why vaccines are so necessary, because we're so far advanced technologically, but in a different direction than you'd think. Like, you would think that a pandemic wouldn't happen because we're so technologically advanced at this point. But it's because of that these spread faster than ever. And so you need other technology to step in and supplement what would normally be a natural immunity process, because we are traveling and moving this virus so fast. And that's the fucking future we're in, where we can take a sickness from one place and fly it to a whole other side of the planet in the same day. And that's just like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's why we need vaccines, because whereas things move slower and we had time to naturally build immunity, we don't have that luxury now, because we have other luxuries that make it the opposite way, where things spread ridiculously fast to a point where it'd be out of control. And I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not political to me or anything. It's just a choice that I made. I don't give a fuck what you do. And so I don't think you should give a fuck what I do. That's it. I think it helped me, whether you do or not. I don't care. All I know is I'm not dead. That's all that matters.
Hell yeah,
if
brother.
the vaccine helped with that, awesome. If it didn't, I'm still not dead. So who cares?
He's not dead.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you know who else isn't dead?
Who's not dead, Sam?
Well, me. But also a new sponsor on the show, John. We've got Just Egg.
Just Egg, everybody. Yay!
Now, some of you might say, did he dress just like this because Jon Prosser had the Covivis?
Or
no, or because I match.
Look, you dressed as Just Egg
with the egg.
Yes,
dude. This is a really cool idea. I mean, I feel like we will transition in our lifetime to eating like more alternative foods from what we eat now.
You think so?
Just Egg. I think so. I think that's a realistic possibility.
Yeah. So, I mean, for audio listeners, if you can't see, it looks like a thing of eggs. Is what it is.
Yeah.
There's a few different versions. Like, they sell it in like a square little piece. I guess it's just like a piece of egg. It's not egg. That's the whole point. But it's like pre-prepared, and you just heat it up. Boom. You got a little square egg to put in your sandwich or whatever. That comes out as a liquid. You can pour it in the pan, make scrambled eggs, all the other stuff. The cool thing is, it is not egg. It's not an actual egg.
Even though it's called Just Egg, guys, it's a cholesterol-free plant-based egg that will give you the most decadent, how do you say that word? Quiches of your life. Dude, that took me a second to read that. The fluffiest scrambles, John.
But they should have known to dumb down this read before they gave it to us.
Sandwiches. I know, like, this is the idiot bar. We really shouldn't. Thinking back, we should have called this the idiot bar.
We really should have.
Next show, we'll do our after hours will be called the idiot bar. Listen, guys, Just Egg is super cool. It comes from plants. You also help saving the planet, and they also have a cool website. It's ju.st. So you just go to ju.st, check out and order your eggs, and
really nice looking website.
Yeah, dude, the CSS and code on there is absolutely wonderful. And I mean, hey, it's the new year. This could be a new you, and this is a new egg. It's funny though. It's called Just Egg because it's like, what is it?
Yeah,
really? It's plant-based egg, John. That's what it is.
Have you tried it yet?
I actually have not had a chance to try it.
No. You know, if a company sends us food, I'm gonna try it. That's the rules, Sam. And it's actually
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm excited to try it. It looks delicious. Like, the branding's on point. I'm really excited for these. They sent me like some pre-made sandwiches, I think.
Yeah.
And I literally just forgot about it. I was just like, what am I going to eat for a snack later? I'm going to eat Just Egg, guys. So you go over to ju.st. I like that little domain too. Check them out and let us know what you think. That's Just Egg. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast.
Thank you, Just Egg.
We love
you.
It's Just Egg, and we're just not kidding around.
Sam, you really missed an opportunity to do Policy Genius there. Well, we're talking about COVID.
You're right.
I'm disappointed.
time.
I'm disappointed in your segue. Sam,
this
how
is an
are you?
Apple show.
You don't have COVID.
No, I don't have COVID.
You're dressed like it though.
I really don't want to get COVID, but I also
You won't. It's impossible. Look at you. You're impenetrable.
Well, right now, but like,
Just go
I
outside
was
like
in the gym before this. All I had was my 3-ply mask on. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like I've been really itching to like go out, have some drinks with some friends, and like there's been like the past 4 or 5 weekends where I've just been like, nah. But now the cases are finally going down, so I'm like, I want to go. But now you coming on this podcast.
Yeah, cases on Genius Bar on the way up now.
Yeah, exactly. We got 50% of all Genius Bar
Dude,
hosts
I
have
am so
COVID.
fucking wet right now. Like behind my knees is soaked. My feet, I don't understand, and it's so uncomfortable, and I hate it. But again,
John,
at least I'm not dead. That's cool.
You know what I don't hate though? Also, I haven't made this clear, but I'm happy you feel okay, buddy. I was a
thanks.
little worried about you.
I'm sure I'll be.
but
I'm sure I'll be good in the next couple of days. Oh, what is this? All right, wait. Are we showing this on the podcast?
We are.
Okay, I will click to it. That's fine. Oh, what I do? Okay, there you go.
Guys, introducing Apple Track 3.
Is this exclusive? Yeah.
It might be out by the time the podcast is out. It's going live today.
So I have a confession. I may or may check that every day. I saw you.
Wait, the beta site?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, dog. What? I like to see what changes you make.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been checking it every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
I saw a little something on there today when I checked it.
At the bottom ads?
No, at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of an article.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, here let me give you guys the tour. So this is an Apple podcast, of course, where we only talk about the latest Apple news and nothing else. You guys know us.
We're very
Man,
strict.
I'm out of breath. Yeah. So this is the new homepage. There's going to be an ad there, and then maybe one there as well.
Explain it for the audio listeners too.
Oh yeah. So
Poor
it's a white background with like some little bubbly like windows that I'm really happy about. So the homepage is the best it's ever looked. When you click on an article, it's much more simple to read, and it kind of looks more like a news website to me. It's got like headline, author, image, centered text. No more of this BS with the sidebar. I just want straight up good content. So then we got the basically same format of like headline, bullet points, and of course, what my actual thoughts are on it. And then at the below, you've got some other articles. But below that, guys, for the first time ever, there is a new comment section.
Yeah,
there's a comment section on Apple Track. I know. Comments. So you guys can talk in the comments down below. Some call this the new front page tech, and I would say, heck yeah, brother.
I would say yes. It's funny that because I saw the comments on there today when I checked. That's exactly what I'm working on with the front page tech website right now.
You're putting comments too?
Yeah. I think you use Discuss though for it. I don't think that's what I'm using. I don't know what I'm using yet.
Who are you going to use? Because I'm not set on that one.
You're not?
I want the best one.
I think I'm going to use, there's a service called dComments, but there's another one that I liked. Hang on, let me try to remember the name. I think it looks great. Is this going live today, tomorrow?
It's going live when the podcast goes live, whatever that day that is.
So tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, technically today if they're listening.
Yeah.
But
cool.
yes, the homepage is new, right? But I've done an insane amount of work on the leaderboard. Totally revamped from the ground up.
Looks great, dude.
Big changes, some of which will be controversial. So first of all, there's a table view now, so it's way easier to tell. Like it just looks better on mobile and desktop together. I've got a main section with the top people that are active, a section with people that they kind of have to prove themselves to be on the main section, and then the Hall of Fame of people that are no longer with us. Among the lights of King, CoinX, Love to Dream, OnLeaks, our favorite.
Wait,
Fudge,
why is
the
OnLeaks
verifier.
off? He just hasn't leaked anything recently?
He hasn't leaked a new Apple product since the iPhone SE at the beginning of 2020.
Alrighty.
So I consider that to be inactive.
Rip.
And that's on him. Anyway, so I've completely redone this. And John, you will see when you go to a page, let's check out Jonathan Prosser, which
let's go to his page.
Stat exclusive. You are the #1 viewed page out of all sources by about double. On the
what?
site. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're welcome for that, Sam. Yes.
So let me
That
give you guys
should not
a
be how it
run-through
is, but okay.
of the new. Well, it's because people are like, "Who is this guy?" We want to make sure he's real. So we have eyebrowless John, of course. I should probably update this now that you have your eyebrows back.
What a classic.
A new redesigned rumor list that is functionally better in every way.
It looks so much better, dude.
Dude, I went manually page by page by page by page, copy and pasted, retyped every single claim. And put a check marker or a grading by it. You helped me with the hourglass design. Check means it's right. Negative means it's wrong. Hourglass means that we're waiting to see if it happens.
Oh, so, yeah. I think at first you had the caution symbol, and my stupid brain wasn't intuitive enough, and I looked at that and was like, that looks like wrong to me.
No, I really appreciated that feedback. So yeah, this is totally new. And John, you can switch back to me now because I'm going to announce the biggest change to the site and the scoring.
Okay.
It only tracks.
Keep in mind, this is coming from a guy in a hazmat suit currently. So I just want to put it in perspective for everybody.
Apple Track 3 only tracks rumors from people from the past 2 years. So since January 1st of 2020.
Okay.
None of this from before. Because I don't know if you've noticed, leaks have kind of changed. And I don't think it's fair or most accurate to count leaks from like 2017 with the iPhone 10. Like that was a totally different leaks game, totally different sources. So yeah, January 1st, 2020 is the cutoff. That is how every source is judged.
And will that move up? Like every year, it'll still only be the last 2 years.
That's going to be the goal.
Okay.
I have been in talks with a mutual friend of ours to maybe potentially help me out with things. Because it's kind of a lot sometimes, and we're working on getting
a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you after the show because like we're finalizing everything. But yeah, we had a call today and it was good. So yeah, I mean, dude, I'm excited. Like the site is, I think it looks better than ever. I think it's functionally better. If any companies want to sponsor it, has my monitor been in the frame the entire time?
Absolutely. Yep.
No.
I thought you did it on purpose. I thought it was like, oh, Sam's being a little designer.
No,
look at my composition.
No. So anyway,
should we
talk about the Apple news, dude? Should we?
Yeah. What do we got?
What's been happening?
Let's see what we got.
Let's see. It's been a week. Oh, we got. I think we got the Apple Watch ban.
Oh, real quick, can we come back to me? Oh, yes, we can, because I'm the captain. I'm upset about this fucking iMac delay, bro. That is all I care about. That's all I want. I don't give a fuck about any other product this year. I want that iMac Pro, and I want it bad. And we were under the impression that it was coming this spring, like in the next couple months at the spring event. And fucking Ross Young, who's bullshit, by the way, comes in here with his 100% accuracy and just said stuff. It is not coming till summer now. And so that's like really... Sam, you know, I bought the iMac, the regular iMac last year.
I can't believe you're only using that, dude.
Bro, I got that expecting a fucking iMac Pro by the end of last year. Didn't come. Okay, I think I can make it till spring. And it's still not here, dude. I don't understand why this is hard. I just want it, and I'm very disappointed.
Heartbreaking from our boy, Ross Young. Oh, this is old Apple Track. But yeah, he's 100% accurate. Still, even with the new system, still 100% accurate. And yeah, it's been pushed until WWDC, essentially, summertime.
Which,
no, I'm with you, dude.
Would you see it getting pushed again and just coming out in November with the rest of the Macs?
I don't know, man. Here's what I think. I think you need to get the MacBook Pro and just plug it in docked mode.
And just deal with it?
Just get an M1 Max and just swap it out because it's so much more power, dude. Like that's
and then just get the iMac Pro when it comes out and have both.
Yeah, I mean, right?
I mean, I did get a new ad deal, so.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to justify it with myself.
Dude,
it's okay, myself.
You've earned it. Just reorder the MacBook that you canceled a couple of months ago.
I fucking thought this Mac was coming, Sam. Remember when you bought that Intel iMac right before the new iMac came out?
I canceled that the day of, though.
I mean, who's keeping track, Sam? It's basically the same.
But also,
You canceled an iMac Pro for the M1 iMac.
You're right, and then I never use the M1. The M1 was never powerful enough for me to do what I do personally.
It's because of that hazmat suit, bro. It's too hot.
Dude, my legs are sweating.
Same, dude. I think I'm gonna take my pants off.
Please, I can't take my pants off. My pants are my shirt.
I like
My
how
pants
like
are my head.
I was when you were talking, I just kept hearing that your hazmat suit, and I realized for audio listeners, it just sounds like when you're talking, I cut away and I'm eating chips. It just sounds like I'm eating a bag of chips.
Dude, it's kind of hype though. Like their design, I like the little stop sign. Like I'm kind of into. I don't know, man. I've been messing with a lot of design stuff. I'll tell you off air what I've been working on.
Oh my god. Are we gonna? Can we talk about the? Are we not gonna talk about it? You know what I'm upset about. Are we gonna talk about that, or is that off limits still?
I think we got to keep it off limits.
Okay, I'm upset.
Dude, you want to hear something? Just we can leave this in here to make people be like, "What are they worth?" He said it took him 2 years from start to finish to do that.
Sounds about right. That's believable.
And that's him.
Yes, that is believable. Would you say that's believable?
Dude, I thought
knowing
this
the
shit
process
we could pull off in 6 months. Basically, our biggest merch drop of the year. And dude, I got another sample in from a company today. Garbage, absolute garbage. It was one that I didn't even tell you about because I was like, I know this is gonna be bad.
Just don't even burden me with it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're basically at DEF CON 5. Luckily, no, not luckily. Everything's falling apart. Making things is impossible, and I know what Ye meant when he was like, I can't make anything. When Kanye was like, I can't make anything, this is hard. Now I know what he meant. It's so hard. Now I know why
it's the worst.
Dude, we can't make
I had COVID
like a non-technical product, and Apple delays the iMac and we're like giving them a hard time. Imagine making a computer.
No, dude, they are used to they should have had this done. This should have been done and out and in my house. That's different. This we've never made the thing before. What's worse is I have COVID. I didn't feel good. My fever was like 103. I fucking passed out. I wake up at like 11 p.m., check my texts, and Sam just absolutely fucking ruins my day with this thing that we're talking about, showing me that somebody else released a thing before we did. And I'm very upset. I was already upset because COVID, and then I had COVID and I was upset because of Sam.
So yeah, the iMac's delayed. That was probably the worst news of the week, right?
Yeah, that it's like in the list of terrible news. It's like iMac delayed. John has COVID, in that order.
Dude, though, the new Apple. Okay, there's a couple stories that also. Excuse me. This was really cool. The Apple Black Unity band. I thought that was very pretty.
Cool, bro.
Technically, the first product release of 2022, right, in the US. Yep. So. That was nice, and then there's also this really cool Unity lights.
It's like 10 times better than last year's.
Yeah. And then, dude, the new watch face and the wallpapers, I was like, is this Christmas? Like, those wallpapers are fire.
It is so good.
They did a great job. I was like, can we just get like products every month like this? I will say I am excited for like actually new products because it's been kind of dry. But that was big. I do want to discuss this, John, because I found this fascinating. And nobody's freaking out about this, and everybody should be freaking out about this.
Bro. So it's so cool. It's like under the radar right now, but it is such a game changer. Holy shit.
Gurman hits us with the heat. It says later this year, for context, every iPhone with an NFC chip in a software update is going to be able to accept credit cards as a payment terminal. And in Gurman's latest newsletter, he adds more detail to this. Before he just said credit cards. He has now said you will be able to go iPhone to iPhone to submit payments. Oh God, that was horrible. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to cut that out. I can fix it. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. Did you give me the vid?
Where's my fucking hazmat?
Dude, if I get COVID, I'm gonna be so upset. Because I have not. Don't look at me like that.
You're the one who's like, I want to go out and.
I'm saying I wanted to, but then you scared me. But yeah, you'll be able to go iPhone to iPhone. Dude, like imagine I owe you money for something. I can just go, pay you. That's dude, the fact that every normal person is going to be
though. You don't have to touch phones. You can just go voop and send it.
Yeah, but like,
The cool part is being able to touch
What
your
if you don't wanna give
credit
somebody
or
your
debit
phone?
card to the phone.
well, yeah, but also like, if I could do Apple Pay, dude, like every person in the world could accept Apple Pay now
Yep.
that has an iPhone.
Yep. Well,
That like I've seen nobody be like, this will change the payment. It's like it's going to
a
change
bigger
the
thing
payment
for like,
industry.
okay, like you know, you've been to like an independent family owned shop or whatever, and they have a fucking iPad with one of those square things in the fucking top of it.
Yes.
Like the little physical things that you get for like $20 where you can swipe your card. That doesn't have to be a thing anymore. You don't have to buy a little card reader and get a
No.
different app. You'll be able to take your debit or credit card and just tap it to an iPhone.
Dude,
Bro,
it's gonna be crazy.
that's
It's gonna
so
be
cool.
crazy. Yeah. So this was a huge story to me. That I saw like really nobody make that big deal about. I mean, listen, it still has to ship, and I'll be heartbroken if it never ships. But like, man, that would be big.
I want it. I won't use it, but I
want
want
it
it.
Well, and then that was on the back of the major 15.4 beta. Did you install this?
No, I had COVID. I haven't done anything,
okay.
bro.
What have you been doing? What do you do with COVID?
Just sit and wait for life to take you and watch TikTok. That's basically what I did.
That's fair. Dude, the new update is really cool for 15.4. Face ID works without an Apple Watch with masks now.
Yep.
So nice.
We knew that was
like
coming.
that, just quality of life. Okay, I saw that little leaky you had.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I really agree that was like I don't really know what that leak was, you know?
That they're working on Face ID with. So we had it. We wrote it specifically for iPhone 13 hardware or whatever. But the actual study was for Face ID with a mask and glasses. That's very specific. That's exactly what we got. Face ID with mask and glasses. How does it get any more specific than that?
Yeah, but you said it was hardware. You didn't say it was going to be enabled in software.
Yeah, I did. I said they're testing it in with the hardware, but it's not going to come out with iPhone 13. It'll be released later in a software update. And I think it works with iPhone 13 and iPhone 12, but not anything below that. Do you know why that is? Did they say?
I don't know why. But you're right. It is 12 and 13. I don't know. That leak was just confusing to me. I've had a hard time understanding it.
Doesn't work with iPhone 10 or 11, but will work with iPhone 12 and 13. I don't know how it works. I think I don't know if I ever sent you all the testing material. They had every scenario like imaginable. Different types of sunglasses, different types of eyeglasses, different shapes, all for the use of wearing a mask and glasses. Because when you do that, usually your glasses fog up, and that's what the testing was about. So it's really cool to see that works now, and so you don't have to use your Apple Watch, basically.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Makes life a lot
give you credit for
easier.
that leak.
Just one of those little
Yes.
things. Just one of those little things that they did that just makes life so much easier. And also, it's a little bit too late, but I'll take it.
You know what else makes life easier is these emojis.
The Emojis.
What are your thoughts, John? Is there any that
I love the
stick out?
melty one. That's how I feel currently.
The melty,
Yeah.
the melty one's good. I kind of like the Heidi one. The salute one is kind of cool, but like I don't know, it gives me like military vibes. I mean, I guess that's what salutes do.
Yep,
This one
that
is like the
that's
most weird.
What that is. Yep.
And there's this kind of looks like he's grabbing my balls. I don't
Is he?
know that it kind of looks like that formation.
A little bit.
Like it
I
looks
think
like
look what I can do. Ready?
oh,
Look at
look
that.
at that. That's pretty. What are your thoughts on these two, John? Do you have any opinions?
Man, whatever, dog. I don't care.
I think they're cool.
It's a picture. It's an
People
emoji.
might that was my exact point is like also it's like people get why it's there, which to say it in clear language is like there can be a trans woman that has a trans man that has a uterus and then they can be pregnant. So that's why.
Yeah,
it's
are
there.
people upset about pictures? Are they upset about the emojis?
Yeah, people on Twitter in my comments were.
Imagine doing that with your life, being upset about
Yeah.
that stuff.
No, that was my whole point. And then we also got another big one, racism fix.
Racism is fixed.
Racism bug fix.
Yes!
Yay!
Racism is gone. Thank you, Apple. Look at this. This reminds me of
really proud of my
that
video.
old Kim Kardashian Pepsi commercial where she hands the cop a Pepsi or whatever. Was that
I
Kim
think you're thinking of
Kardashian?
a different Kardashian.
Who? How many are there?
I think it was. There's a lot. It's like a little. Hive.
You know what I mean? Where they hand the cop
Yeah.
the Pepsi and like everything is fixed. That's basically that. Everything's fixed now. Thank you, Apple.
Yeah. So there's that, and then there's also universal control is kind of big.
Yes.
Here's a little video. This is actually pretty impressive. This is from Federico Vitici on Twitter. Shout out to the boy. He's great. We love Federico. So,
One of
literally
those
is just-
features. So how many months have gone since they announced this to when we have it?
it was June of last year at DubDub.
Whew, quite a bit of time. At least
But
it's not air
works
powered.
really well. Like, look,
Very
he just
cool.
drugged that to his iPad. I will say though, the only time I would think this is handy, and I think I will only use it when I get my next Mac. Like, I don't think I would ever go from an iPad to my Mac,
I say yeah.
but Mac to Mac, I think would be incredibly useful.
MacBook to iPad makes sense though.
Yes. Yeah. I guess something in my huge monitor.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go down to like an iPad mini.
You don't have a fucking iPad mini because you sold it.
Do you still have your iPad
Of
mini?
course. Of course I have my iPad mini. It's great.
Ew, you have a case on it?
Yeah. One of those flippy boys.
Why do you have a flippy boy on your iPad mini? Just let him
To
be naked.
protect.
Do you drop your iPad mini on?
No, but I don't want to get scratches when I set it down counters and stuff. My counters are fucking granite.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my counters are gross. And I was like, clean your counters.
No. Okay.
So that's 15.4. That's basically the highlights.
I have another highlight for you, Sam.
Okay.
When you sold your iPad mini, if you sold it to a person, you need to ship it away, don't you? You need to send it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
How would you ship it? Would you maybe use stamps.com and use code GENIUS to get a 4-week trial, free postage, and a free scale?
I would definitely use stamps.com, especially with, it being freezing outside. Like, I don't want to leave the house. It's just a hassle to go to the post office. And you guys know, here at Genius, we love stamps.com because it brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer, John. It's a must-have for any business, whether you're a small business sending out invoices or an online seller shipping out orders or even a giant warehouse sending thousands of packages a day. That's going to be us soon. Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. It's fantastic. You get 40% off post office rates and up to 62% UPS shipping rates. Not to mention Stamps.com is a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. It's a no-brainer, guys.
Also,
Don't you think?
if you all you have to do is listen to the show. You listen to this show, and you are graced with a free scale, free postage, and a 4-week free trial. That's
Dude,
like
I would sign up instantly.
I don't know. Not that, I don't want to talk bad about our other sponsors, but I don't see those other sponsors giving away as many free things as stamps.com. I'll tell you that much.
It's a lot of free things, guys. Free postage, 4-week trial, and a free scale when you go to stamps.com. Use promo code GENIUS.
Use
guys.
code
That's
GENIUS.
GENIUS.
And thank
Like me
you
have a hard time
to
spelling
stamps.com for supporting this episode of
The Genius Bar.
The Genius Bar. Okay. That was a long applause. Okay.
I like that one. That gets me going.
I'm gonna look at our Apple Track website again to see what other news we should talk about.
I mean, we just a lot of rumors that basically new iPhone, iPad, and Mac are coming at the Apple event, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be fucking iMac too.
I know. I'm sorry.
They're really gonna do an event and give us
What?
the fucking SE, dude. Like, why? It's like that phone is such a good phone to put out as a press release. That makes sense. But to waste any amount of my goddamn time at an event with that stupid ass phone. It's like, if it comes down to press release, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good phone for a lot of people. But if it's in the event, that stupid ass phone.
I think it makes sense. I think Apple should announce everything in an event myself. I think everything they do is newsworthy enough at this point with where they are.
Let me use my iPad mini here. I don't know if I told you, but I've had an image of this new iPhone SE.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't fucking tweet it or anything because it looks the same. People will just be like, "Oh, you just took a picture of the last one."
Is it a different color though?
No, it's a black one.
Then show us.
Okay, let me find it. Hang on. I had to go through all my Twitter DMs.
How do you know it's real?
From the source who gave it to me, and also the software information on it. But it was like one of those things where I saw it, and I'm like,
why am I hearing beep beeps?
Yeah, he was like, I have it. Do you want a picture? I was like, I guess. I don't even know why I said yes, because when I got the picture, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Well, I don't want to show anything that I shouldn't. Audio listeners, I'm sorry.
Dude,
bro, your internet just took an absolute shit.
Dude, I was pushing on my PC. Did I knock my PC over?
Okay, we're back. Sam's fixed. Welcome back, Sam.
Yeah, I'm fixed, guys.
We fixed it. He was on the floor, and now he's fixed. I don't know what happened. Okay, so this is the back of the phone. It looks the same as the last one. And then I'll show you the front. There's some information, so let me cross it out just a second.
Ooh.
I just want to make sure I don't dox the source. That would suck. Has the serial number, model number, stuff like that. Anyway, here's the front. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an iPhone SE. It says right there.
Do it say 5G?
It just says iPhone SE. That's it. There's a model number and serial number on it. It's in airplane mode, obviously, for obvious reasons, because the second that thing connects to a network, Apple's going to come knocking at their door. But if you had those pictures, would you tweet them?
I don't know, because I'm not a leaker.
If you were a leaker, would you tweet them?
I'm not at liberty to answer that.
I wouldn't that's why I didn't tweet it, because it's like, okay, I could very easily just take a picture of the last one and tweet it, and so there's no point.
Hey, just tweet it and see what happens.
No.
I bet a bunch of news websites will write about it.
What, is Apple Track one of them?
Potentially. Well, hey, now we got the exclusive on Genius Bar.
There you go.
There's that. Just link the images in the description.
Is there any other Apple stuff that I missed while COVID was in my butt?
I mean, like I said, just what eSIM for the iPhone 14 might just be optional.
Yeah. And
then we also got just the iPhones and
that makes sense, because on the titanium chassis that we got for iPhone 14, the pictures that I had, there was a SIM card slot on there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So new stuff is coming. It just sounds like March or April. We just got to be patient.
Do you think, or when do you think we're going to get the announcement for DubDub?
I think I was just checking, actually. I think we got it on like March 30th.
Oh.
Last year. So
okay. For some reason I was like, are we close to an announcement? We're not.
No, historically we would be. I believe they would announce in-person DubDub around February. I know for a fact they did that in college a couple times. Because I remember it would be before class. God, those were the days, writing like articles for, what was it, iupdatenews.com at the time.
Wait, that was a real thing that you did? How come I didn't know about this? iupdatenews.com.
John, I've had a website since 2014. First, it was iupdateos.com. And then it was iupdatenews.com.
What was the original? iUpdate what?
iUpdateOS. You know my original name. iupdateos.com. Okay. It all redirects to Apple Track now.
Not on way back. iupdateos.com.
Oh, we had some great designs. It's a good time.
I had frontpagetech.net for a while that was like it was either right before Patreon or around the same time when Patreon was starting up. It was like a subscription model where you could go pay $5 a month and get extra content on the website.
Dude, you're just a little trendsetter.
Yeah, something like that. Dude, I had like 3 subscribers, so that shit didn't work. It was a great idea, terrible implementation. We also, Front Page Tech, from the original frontpagetech.net, I bet that's on Wayback Machine. The original one was the articles the show in text form. So every episode would have the same stories, like an article that was attached to it for all 2 people to read. It was pretty bad. So
that's cool.
iupdateos.com goes back to 2013. It looks like.
Ooh, we have one capture. in September of 2013. This is probably when I made it. This is the year I made my YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what the original design was, but we're about to find out.
Do you ever donate to them?
I don't think I have. I donate to Wikipedia usually, but
that doesn't. Okay.
Okay,
that looks broken now.
it does look clearly broken. Oh, dude, I forgot about this design.
That looks pretty
my
good.
God. No, it looks so bad.
No,
I
bro,
have
that looks pretty good.
That's impact bold.
Nah,
brother.
bro. I'm like, my brain is going back to the time, and I would be like, oh, this is a nice website.
Oh man. Oh, it's formatted though. I wanted it to load. There was, I believe, a slider here with the top stories.
Bro, front page tech. Okay, yeah. Well, after you're done with this, you can look at frontpagetech.net on Wayback Machine. That also goes back to 2013. We're like twins.
Wow, I've got little buttons here. Oh,
This is so cute.
That's a deep cut. We didn't even know each other though. Oh, internal error. I want to see. There's another design I want to look at.
Do you remember what year it
Let's
was?
go to probably 2015. I changed the website design every 6 months.
This reminds me of like the way it's laid out with just like scrollable articles. It reminds me of Daring Fireball. To this day, bro, John Gruber's website, Daring Fireball, is like one of the, I don't know, I just love the design of that. It's so retro and simple, and it's a very satisfying website.
Front page tech.
.net. It'll have to be .net.
My arrow key is not work. There we go. Oh man, you've got a lot of.
Yep. Did you click on the thing?
Yeah, it's just loading up.
Oh, okay. They need faster servers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how am I supposed to do a podcast about this shit? You know what doesn't need to be faster though? Policy Genius.
Okay. All right. Policy Genius.
I love Policy Genius, John.
Well, you know, it got a little spoopy, and when things get a little spoopy, you start thinking about, oh, am I prepared? When you got COVID, things are a little spoopy. You're like, am I prepared to go out? And I was not. I need Policy Genius. I need to go to Policy Genius, find myself a nice insurance policy. And the good thing about them is they make it easy. And also, we share the same name.
Yes. We love our Genius family, and Policy Genius is, of course, part of it. So that's Policy Genius, all one word, POLICYGENIUS.com. You guys can go check them out and, of course, answer a few quick questions. Click the link in the description there, and you will be able to, save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes on Policy Genius, guys. The site is brilliant. You just go on there, you do it real quick, and it's like, oh, you could save all this money. It's phenomenal. I hate spending money on things like insurance.
like stuff that I need.
So it's just like, if they're going to make it easy and tell me what the minimum I have to pay is, it's like, fine. Let's just get this done. Let's get it over.
I like that they're so confident. There's no special link. There's no like redirecting. It's just policygenius.com. That's how confident they are in what they offer. It's very easy. Just go to the website. Let them do all the work for you. Then let them compare the quotes and do all that stuff for you. They do all the hard work. They make it easy. Policygenius.com, one of our favorite sponsors. They're always coming back to the show.
They've been here. Yeah, we love them.
Thank you, Policy Genius, for supporting this episode of...
the Genius Bar.
The Genius Bar.
Oh, man.
Didn't hit my cough button in that one.
Is the cough button just the mute button?
Yeah.
Hey, John, this looks great.
It looks like yours. Download our Minecraft worlds, tech news like you've never seen before. How innovative, my guy.
We want to... What, dog? What?
I forgot about that, bro.
What is that?
There was a part of the website where we promote your YouTube channel, and we also had like 10 subscribers. Bro, we need to promote our own YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Shit.
I just want... Okay, let's skip ahead a bit.
Go to like 2014 and see what you can find.
Wow.
There we go. See the sponsor section.
Sponsor. Get exclusive access to
Look at that. There was login stuff.
You had accounts?
Yeah, bro. It was a whole social network. People could message each other on the website and everything.
What?
Yeah. Scroll down to the bottom.
How did you make this?
Scroll down to the bottom. Dude, this is the shit. Look, recently active members. This is the shit that I used to do before Front Page Tech. I was a web developer. That's what I did.
What? Front Page Tech as a brand was created in January of 2013.
Okay.
We're a group of talented creators with experience dating back to 2006. We create community based on personality, not based on content. Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
No, it's literally the opposite.
And because of that, we've been able to expand our content while maintaining our fan base. Expect the iPhone SE on March 21st. Wow.
Look at that.
FPT Podcast 69.
69.
Wow, 69, baby.
Yep.
This is incredible. GFQ.
Yeah, it was a podcast. I think GFQ Network is still around. It's a podcast network.
Wow. This is fascinating to go back. You had like custom images and everything.
Yeah. It's so cool that we both had websites at the same time. So this was my little it was like a video website where we had exclusive content on the website. You could pay $5 a month. We called you a sponsor because we didn't have any real sponsors, so we let little kids sponsor the show basically.
Oh man.
Good times.
This is awesome. Well, this has been an underwhelming episode of Genius
Bro. Okay, I'm gonna find one more news story to talk about. I'm gonna find it. There's something. There's got to be something.
I'm going to go hide.
Nope. I think this is your fault somehow.
What, because Apple Track doesn't have enough?
Yes. No, this is your fault because you started going through the news too fast. Oh. Do we want to say anything about Dylan?
Well, he came back. Did you see that?
I saw he came back to post his goodbye thread.
Yeah.
A lot of people were wondering what happened there. All I know is that Sam and I were told, I think I told Sam, I don't know what happened, but we were told of a little behind the scenes thing that happened. I don't want to go into too many details because it's not like my place to do it, but he was offered a job at a publication from what I understand and admitted some things to the publication that were not favorable to him. And not saying he made everything up, because I don't think he could have made everything up. He would have been a really good guesser. But so there's been a lot of people asking us on Twitter, asking me too, a lot of DMs too, like asking me if I know what happened, and I haven't said anything. There's a reason that he went away. I'm glad that he came back and addressed it in his own little thread, because he really did just disappear with no explanation, so it left people wondering. But I had known like a week before he deleted his account of something that happened behind the scenes. Some publications had agreed not to publish information that he posts on Twitter and stuff. They didn't want to report on him anymore. And then, Sam and I talked about it a little bit. And then next thing you know, he deleted his account and was gone for a couple of days. And then he came back just to post this thread.
Well, let's read the official statements from Dylan.
Dylan DKT, by the way, one of the prominent leakers that showed up over the last year on Twitter, had a pretty decent rating. Your messages are showing, by the way.
Great.
I'll just blur them out.
Look
at that.
DMs. Okay, redo. All
right, there you go. I could just blur it out.
Whatever's easiest. All right, so here's Dylan's statement. Hi everyone, I was planning on leaving Twitter quietly, assuming nobody would notice, but after a copycat account was made by someone, I felt the need to reopen my account one more time. I don't work at Apple. I'm an analyst, not a leaker. I'm paraphrasing here. I do have sources, but they're internal and supply chain information. So he does say in this statement that he does have sources.
Okay.
The reason I made the Twitter account was because in the past he made predictions and he was really good at it. And I noticed that other analysts made adjustment to the predictions after he made statements. So he's basically saying that he was a trendsetter. And there's no way that he was making this up, because he said the iPad was going to have an M1 before anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like, no one in the world had said that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was like, how is this possible for me to know these details? Look through my tweets. You'll be surprised how many original things, that I had. Why did I do this? I want to become a tech analyst, but it's very difficult for people to take you seriously unless you have experience in news media. So he was showing that he believed in himself and that he was a good guesser, basically, but also basically good at rounding up information. Even though I've noticed on social media he's become quite time consuming, and he's working towards becoming an engineer, and he wants to become successful in his studies. So he says he's a student, and then he basically thanks everybody for those on his journey. Love Ben Lovejoy, I Update Me, Renders by Ian, Jon Prosser, Jose Rodano of 9 to 5 Mac. I was actually very amazed that I got shouted out in this list of stellar individuals. And yeah, it was a shock. It was a big shock.
Yeah, I mean, not for us. Sam, I mean, you and I knew.
Yeah.
We just weren't saying anything publicly. And it's I mean, again, you and I, we shouldn't go into too many details about what happened behind the scenes, but it just, publications decided that they didn't want to write about him anymore because of the things that they discovered. And, so I didn't know if he was going to delete his account or what. I know that you and I talked briefly about it, and then the next thing I knew, his account was gone. So, I mean, either way, best of luck to Dylan, and I hope he's going to be a great engineer, I'm sure, and that's going to be way more fun than fucking Apple leaks.
Well, my thing is, like, regardless of why he left, like, it doesn't change his track record.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he was wherever the information was coming from, like it was accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
even if it wasn't his information.
I mean, who could say?
Very interesting.
Well, I don't know.
Very interesting.
I was going to talk to him this week because, well, I won't talk about this on the show.
Yeah,
but because I'll tell you this, but yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Definitely still kind of a weird situation. And I also get that he was like, I just want to kind of peace out. I'm like, that's fair.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
fair.
been happening, I feel like.
Yeah. When are you going to leak something new?
Never.
I'm bored. Why?
I'm over it. I want to be an engineer, Sam.
I hear they're hiring.
Yeah. I want to be an engineer.
Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this one. We appreciate you guys.
Why does it sound like somebody died? Like it sounds like a sad end to an episode. He's not dead. He's just moving on, doing something else.
Yeah, it's just one of those episodes. Oh, man, I gotta take this off, dude. My legs are like wet. Ew,
bro. No.
It's disgusting. My whole body is moist. I'm gonna have to re-shower.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for this COVID edition of Genius Bar. I almost called it Topata. All right. Thanks for watching, listening, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
We love you guys.
Okay. COVID boy out.